BIGETRON, they might pick up their own XP lane. Maybe the CC could be available for them. What would go good against the Phobius?
I think Vexana. I think they can go Vexana here in the XP. They can go CC. And I think they would have a pretty good composition then.
Yeah.
But knowing that you have the Fanny, so you might have to go for utility XP.
Where there is light, there are also shadows.
They end up going for low Yi. Okay, but they do go for the CC. Okay.
CC to stabilize the lane against the Phobius. And now last pick for DEWA United. I mean, they go Valentina here to take away the diversion maybe to set a place for themselves?
I don't think so. I think they're forced to play like a safe goal, maybe play for range with the Granger. They have a good front line, so I think doubling down on that is better. They go for Vex. I was expecting something like a Sicilian maybe.
Game number 2, or rather game number 2 off DEWA United against BIGETRON Esports.
Boys and girls, let's jump into the land of dawn and witness what will happen in this game. BTR and DEWA round 2.
Okay, quick look at both the pathing here. Annabelle and Ray both starting purple, but they are going to end up opposite sides of each other. Let's see if Ray can do. Oh, what the heck!
Oh, Moeza burst so low. Almost got bursted down by Moreno. And is that the power of the early game Loi?
Yes, that is the power of the early game Loi. You always automatically have mid prio because you just trade like a monster. Moeza, this is a Badang roam, actually. Every time I see Badang, I just automatically think it's an XP. But yeah, this is a flex pick. I'm not a fan of Badang roam though. It's not as good as XP.
Maybe?
Yeah, because it takes a while for you to actually get to the cooldown power spike, and that's what's necessary for Badang to be a threat. Luke is doing a good job in the XP lane. This is also a lot of kill threat now on Sorizo. He's got to be careful. He's gone for Flicker, so not the Vengeance that he can use to soak in the damage of that burst. Meanwhile, Master Assassin for Eman, he knows that he's going to win out in the lane based on the counter matchup. And yeah, Quantum Charge, by the way, from Moeza.
That's a jump. Annabelle very early. Oh my goodness, good Terrify. But Annabelle was able to sneak away with his cables. And yeah, no first blood here for both teams in the first minute. Luke, though, isolated. 4 members is rotating towards him. He pops the Vengeance too early. He gets taken down regardless.
Yeah, overextension from Luke there. Was not conspicuous of the threat coming in from DEWA. Oh my god, what is that damage from Moreno?
It's not enough just yet, though.
Yeah.
First turtle is up. Both teams taking it slow.
Ooh, an unsuccessful attempt up top too. So far, BTR have not been able to utilize this Fanny the way they wanted to. CC2 down. So DEWA get the turtle. Should be for free.
They have the momentum. They have that kill. Let's see here. BIGETRON, what will they compensate this turtle with?
Ray is able to secure the turtle, so DEWA United still able to breathe much more easily the early game, despite the kill threat coming in from BIGETRON Esports early on, and Eman just trying to dominate the gold lane up top against Maybe. Maybe also doesn't really want to contest this Irithel, right? He just wants to scale into the late game, go for the Sky Piercer and the Hunter Strikes, and just have a good time as a Granger. Meanwhile, Luke is going to farm up the plates and get as much gold as he can.
Item check here. It's Conceal here, bought by Moeza. Too crazy. We have the Jerkin for the Irithel for Eman. Already the Warrior Boots light taunt.
It's a good taunt. That's a good AOG. They're born and will force to use the Flicker, and that's going to be actually Light who will be punished. Annabelle, though, finds blood, and that's going to be an equal. No, that's a favorable trade. There's Roamer for the mid, but Luke off camera gets taken down. A little.
Force Annabelle out. He has the cable out. Thankfully, he does successfully into the safe haven, and Moeza might fish for an angle, but Annabelle is still okay. So a very good assassination coming in towards Octa. BIGETRON, is that a win? Miracle?
Not really, but it's something. It's at least a trade that they get, right? They get Octa. Initially, it would have been a good trade, but then Ray was able to get the kill onto the CC. Annabelle unsuccessful at that purple buff steal again. Yeah, for BTR, they're playing it very, very patient, and it actually might cost them because DEWA did not want to play patient. If BTR get caught lacking by playing it slow, DEWA can just go and play with the fast tempo with the Suyo.
Suyo scaling pretty well as well into the mid game, and Annabelle this time is the victim of purple buff invades DEWA United. As they try to win this invade, Cerezo goes in.
But the flicker as well, very aggressive. Now he will be stunned up, isolating the back lanes, and now trying to buy time. AOG will bought time as well, but Cerezo will fall first. Anaval claiming that kill, and DEWA United a little bit too hasty there.
Oh, Cerezo bought so much time there for DEWA to get to the turtle. This is an objective contest.
That says Ray calmly finds the turtle, so that's the compensation. A turtle for a kill.
Yeah, again, it looked pretty bad because Cerezo went in alone, but they were able to, well, he was able to bait out so many resources, so in the end it was actually still pretty worth it. Cerezo for a turtle. Light.
All stunned up, the damage will be enough to take him down. And Amon wasn't able to do much of an impact right there.
Not an easier game for Light compared to game number 1. It's much more difficult for him to traverse around the CCs given by DEWA United. From the Badangs and from Cerezo now.
2v1, Cerezo trying to hold the fort. He will not be able to as Annabelle has the cutthroat. Oh, the recall, will he go back home in time? Denied by Ray, but now Ray will not force anything just yet.
Okay, back again to the slow game, but DEWA are scaling. Skypiercer this time for maybe. Looks like he will be more fortunate in this game. Should be more fortunate in this game to get some of those stacks. Diversion though, into the purple buff, Iman.
Iki, but that's going to be DEWA United with the initiation. Now it's a 4v2, Ray and Cerezo against 4 members. Annabelle finding enough damage to take him down. That's a good Terrify. That's a good knockout. Octa finding the set. 1 member taken down now. It's going to be 2v2, Cerezo trying to hold on this time. Moreno says no.
No mana.
Now, no mana. Octa. Flicker from Moreno will secure safety, but the man.
Good setup from Octa. BIGETRON, they might lose everything. Iman wants to defend.
Oh, it will stand this time, but Annabelle with the stun, with the cover, maybe shuts him down.
The fanny rendered useless by Mueza's fist crack. It goes wrong and then it goes south for BIGETRON Esports.
Amazing patience from Mueza, stopping Annabelle. Knowing that Annabelle has been very patient at going in for these assassinations, he usually waits for the resources. Diversion. Where is it going to be? No, no one takes it. But yeah, back to the point. Annabelle, he's been very patient, and Mueza waited for that patience. Waited for him to try to look for it. In the end, he was more patient than Annabelle.
Patience is a virtue, they say, and it pays off for both Mueza and DEWA United. They're able to take a pick off against Iman, shut down Annabelle as well in the process, so it looks like a very, very beautiful setting for DEWA now. Fine and dandy for them. And BIGETRON, they have to chase DEWA from the back. Of course, the winning condition still in the hands of Annabelle. And Iman yet to scale, yet with the items light under pressure. Maybe might just look for a poke.
Looking for the defense, but now the damage will come through. Revitalize will not be enough. Mueza, though, will be the trade. Romer's going down. Look here, Fanny is already in the purple. So yeah, cheeky trade there. Annabelle stealing the purple.
You Sly Fox, he gets away with the purple buff stolen. And the question becomes now for BIGETRON, oh wait a minute, diversion play!
Oh, Ray caught red-handed! Ray will not be able to escape as Iman was too clean with it.
That's the X factor of having the diversion, that low yi. When you're behind, you can still look for these cheeky little picks from out of nowhere. It's actually still a 1,000 gold lead for the CC, but pretty big for that gold. Wow, 3,000 gold ahead for maybe
insane
over Iman in the gold lane. So far, really good, and so far he's gotten, I think, 3 stacks on the Skypiercer. So a way better game on the Granger Skypiercer compared to game 1, where unfortunately he was just not able to get those stacks. Now, I think DEWA could very easily look to maybe to carry the game. They can play for maybe, just go for the fronts and backs and open up these very scary portions of the map, just to anticipate the diversions.
This pans back into Maybe's burden of filling the shoes of Watt. We talked about the dabs given to him, but so far he has been giving stellar performances in the Granger, and this time he might be the star of the show, just like how Watt was back in his playing days, being protected as Mr. President in the arms of DEWA United, now the Lord being danced upon. Luke just hits it, and Mueza with the squad is ready for any sort of engage. Maybe is just growing stronger by the minute, looking even scarier. With 3 kills to his name, this is going to be a scary Granger. Granger danger!
Granger danger indeed. Diversion.
Not committed.
But it does leave DEWA to kind of reset the Lord. They can go for it again though. They have this time frame while the cooldown of Moreno's ult keeps on ticking down to try to burst the Lord.
Yep. Lord still under contest. Chorizo opens up his body. Luke comes in.
Not enough time, but AOJ will find one. Annabelle shuts baby down. And this is the collapse that BIGETRON needed. Now let's see Luke trying to survive. He will. So DEWA, they got the Lord, but they have to pay with 3 members.
Yeah, a price to pay by BIGETRON, or rather by DEWA United after getting the Lord. And Luke, fancy feat. Diversion play again!
Oh, happy birthday, Ray! This time it will actually be Moreno who will be taken down. Ray, insane movement, but Annabelle jumping with the cutthroat. But the outplay from Ray, he finds a double, and good night, Ray.
Ray Tribution again, his namesake speaks for itself. It was the Lord this time, now it's Annabelle and Moreno. Are BIGETRON going back into their overextending plays, Mirko?
That's the BIGETRON I know. Once they get a big fight, they throw it with a weird diversion. What was that?
Might actually extend the series as they put Light to sleep. Now DEWA, 2K. Will they be able to exploit more? Base turret passive will be popped left and right.
Oh my. The Lord marching into the doorsteps of BIGETRON Esports. They have to defend this. They can still defend this, of course. Still an enhanced Lord, so all still able to be damaged. And Moreno has to look for a setup, but DEWA, they might just shy away from taking the possibilities of taking the crystal for now.
That really looked like a, that looked like a ranked game with your friends kind of moment. It's like, yo, you want to go to the purple buff? Yeah, let's go, dude. He goes in, sees Suk. I'm out. Lucas leaves him. Oh man, BTR. That was definitely an interesting dive. Annabelle!
1v1, not so 1v1. Annabelle showing off with the cables there. Able to get out. A minute to the next Lord here. DEWA United still in full control.
5 cables for Annabelle. Making it look like light work for himself. But again, the Fanny now. It seems like it's very hard for Annabelle to find the dive angle. Ray's getting stronger and tankier every second. And Octa is just peeled by, the Eternal Guard and the Terrify as well, possibly in his hands, and Mueza just getting off the picks. So it's a very, very hard task for Annabelle to navigate into the backline of DEWA United. And now for BIGETRON, if Annabelle is now a non-factor, who do they rely on to, Mirko?
I don't think he's a non-factor. I think they still have a ton of damage here with Luke, Annabelle, Moreno, and Ahmad, right? All of them damage dealers. So they still have a ton of damage dealers to turn around the game. It's just that this guy right here, maybe, is on 552 stacks. He is scaling. He has been scaling for a while, and he will be getting that win of nature very, very soon. So it'll kind of leave Moreno to be the guy to execute him later on. With him having the win of nature, it won't really be too good of a position for Annabelle to go in when maybe gets that win of nature. Luckily, they did shut down maybe, so it cuts down a bit of the stacks of the Skypiercer, but right after spawning back, he got a kill. So now he's back to where he started when he had 3. It's still maybe scaling. This it's maybe. You gotta look at maybe as we get to the mid to late game. Well, right now, you gotta look at maybe.
Yeah. First story, it was DEWA United claiming the Lord, but they have to pay 3. This time, different. DEWA United stabilized, getting the Lord, and with 5 members.
DEWA, again, getting everything and losing almost nothing. A win of nature, the hands of maybe, to give him that extra protection. And this gives me shades of DEWA back in the days with what would always be the ultra hyper carry. Oh, wait a minute, Annabelle.
1v1, 2v1, this is unfair! Annabelle will go down, and that will be BTR. 5v4. Let's see, will DEWA claim more? Lord will charge him on very low. Now it's gonna be Chorizo taking a lot of heat, but able to get out. Now the Lord should be the priority. DEWA, will they push more? Because bottom tier has yet to be touched.
They're able to hamper down the efforts of DEWA United to end the game. The Lord as well taken out. But BIGETRON They're very much deprived.
That's the OJ out towards Hill. That's the comeback that they need him on. Finding the damage with Moreno. 2 members of DEWA United now down and out.
Oh, DEWA, why did they stay so long? Now Cerezo's caught. Oh!
Let's see Luke will have to pay the price. Cerezo trying to flicker out
Maybe.
lights. Good knockup. Now that's gonna be the double from maybe. Almost a triple. Ray going ham, but he will be shut down as Ray claims the double.
Annabelle has to defend the base. DEWA United, they punch back. It's Ray and Cerezo against Annabelle. Mueza and Octa respawning soon. But this end angle doesn't seem likely because the wave's cleared, but Ray will usher the minions into the base.
Annabelle against the gods. DEWA United having a good hold.
Luke.
Farina and Fanny desperately trying to clear. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a game 3.
My God, DEWA United. They punch back, and the robot shut down in game number 2.